Hi my friends, welcome back to my channel. It's great to see you. I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Today I'm coming to you with a reveal, which is just a little late. It's something that I actually purchased in December 2017. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen it because I've used it, and I just really hadn't had the time. I didn't have the time to unbox it, but I really wanted to use it, so I started using it. So today it's really going to be more of a reveal and a pros and cons and what fits in the bag and how I'm using the bag, because I'm really excited to share it with you. So what I'm talking about is right here, and I purchased it through the Facebook Addicted Buy, Sell, and Chat group. As you know, that's where I really 99% of the time purchase any type of luxury item that is going to be pre-loved, and so this is no exception. I'll go ahead and insert a picture of how I received the item. But pretty much I purchased it. It came with the box, it came with the dust bag, it came with the cleaning little fabric. It came with the care booklet, and it also came with the authenticity card. So I felt pretty comfortable. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Here she is, and it is this right here. So this is the Chanel GST, or the Grand Shopping Tote, and it is in the black caviar leather with the silver hardware. Okay, so let me just give you a little bit of background on this and why I was interested in getting this bag. So I was looking for a black bag to use for work. If you have followed me for some time, you know that a long time ago, when it was first released and it was a limited edition piece, I purchased the Louis Vuitton Very Tote in noir, which was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it had silver hardware, which is ironic. At the time I was or it had gold hardware, I'm sorry. It had gold hardware, and I was looking for silver. Anyhow, I purchased that bag. It was absolutely gorgeous, and I never used it. I absolutely never used it. I don't know why. I just was paralyzed with fear to use it for work, and eventually ended up returning it to Louis Vuitton and getting a store credit. So I just, since then, I have been looking for a black bag for work. And I looked at all sorts of different options, and really this one here is the one that caught my eye for a couple of reasons. Now, it is a discontinued item, as you all probably know. So the GST was discontinued, I believe, in 2015. So if you want to purchase it, you have to go via the pre-loved route. But anyhow, I debated long and hard about this bag, and I originally wanted the bag to have the gold hardware. I love gold hardware. It's really my preference, and most of my bags do have gold hardware, and that's what I was looking for. Just, you know, I am, maybe because of my age, I'm 55 years old now. Not that I don't wear silver, but I really love the gold. I think it makes it look really classic. So I really was like wanting the gold. So I kept on checking the Facebook, the Chanel Addicted Buy, Sell, and Chat group, and you know, either they were coming up, and you know, I didn't like the wear on there, or the price I felt was too high. A couple of ladies that I also follow on Instagram that are great pre-loved sellers had some, and again, you know, just a little bit over the budget that I had for the bag, etc. So I was like, okay, this may never happen. I may never get the bag. and then boom, it came up. Came up on the Chanel Addicted Buy, Sell, and Chat group. And it did have the silver hardware, and I decided to compromise. And I felt that it was in really, really, really beautiful shape, as you can tell. Really no wear and tear on the bag. And I decided to go ahead and get it. I figured, you know, it's a work bag in the end. I mean, it was just kind of personal preference, but it didn't really matter. So I went ahead and purchased the bag. And so I got this December 2017. I was extremely excited and really wanted to do the unboxing for you guys, but I just, you know, it was the holidays. I think I was sick. It was the holidays, and I just couldn't do it, and I really wanted to use it. So I started using it. So bottom line is I've been using it for the past, you could say, 3 months. I have not worn it every day, but I certainly have worn it to work and other places. So I feel that I can at least give you some good first impressions on the bag. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the pros and the cons, but before I do that, I want to show you a little bit about the bag again. So here is the front of the bag. It has the really beautiful large CCs in the front. And then in the back, it has the beautiful Mona Lisa pocket here. And as you can tell, the seller had never even removed the little plastic from the silver grommets in the back, and actually I'm probably going to go ahead and remove them. They are off in the front. The inside of the bag is really nice and it's good for organization. It's got 2 large pockets, or 2 large compartments right here, which are separated by this zippered pocket in the middle. Okay, so you've got 2 large compartments. This compartment on this side has a slip pocket here, and I don't know if you can see that right here. And on the other side, you have a zippered compartment right here. And I don't think you can see anything, but here it is. Okay, so has a ton of room, and it also has this little strap here for if you want to clip this to any little thing. Could be a pochette, could be a key holder, keychain, etc. So that's basically the interior of the bag. Okay, so I would say that one of the pros of this bag is that it's large, it's a good size, and you can fit pretty much everything and anything you need to take to work. So I definitely think that's a pro. I think that this is, being that it's a black bag and really it doesn't matter, I've come to the conclusion that it doesn't matter if it's got gold or silver hardware. I think that it matches with any outfit. You can just throw it on and it'll look good with anything. You can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with a dress, you can wear it with pants. So I feel that it just matches with anything that you want to wear. I also think that these straps are comfortable. They have the leather straps here at the top, and then you have the typical Chanel chains at the bottom, connected to this large silver round circle there at the bottom. Okay, so I think that these are comfortable. So even though the bag itself is not heavy, I don't think, but of course, depending on how much you put in it, and I put a lot of in it, I put a lot of things in it, it can get heavy. So it's very nice that you have this leather here at the top, because it doesn't hurt your shoulder. So I think that's another pro. And I think the other really, really nice pro is this middle zipper right here. I think it's terrific. And you can put something, you know, you can put your wallet in there. You can put anything, if you're traveling, you can put a passport in there. So anything that you really, really want to make sure it doesn't fall out or that someone doesn't reach into your bag, you've got this really large pocket in the middle that separates the 2 compartments. And I think it's great. And to top it off, you have the other zippered compartment right here on the other side. So I think that, you know, as far as organization and compartments, it is awesome. I love it. Okay, so that's the pros on the bag. Well, yeah, I think that's the pros on the bag. It is caviar, so it's durable. I think those are the pros. Now, what are the cons? And I had read this before I purchased the bag, and I was like, I just don't understand that. But anyway, one of the cons is that the straps do fall off the shoulder. So you'll have the bag on here, and at times, one of them will fall off. I've never had both of them fall off and have the bag fall off my shoulder, but one does tend to fall off, and how I deal with that is I go ahead and I try and put it on my shoulder like this. So instead of putting them on side by side, instead of putting the straps on side by side like this, what I do is I take the one on the outside, I pass it on top of the other one, and I create kind of like a crisscross, and that's how I tend to wear it, and it helps a lot. I'm not going to say it never falls off, but it helps a lot, and that's how I've dealt with it. So that's one of the cons, that definitely the strap sometimes will fall off. The other con I would say is it's only available in the pre-loved market. And what does that mean? It means you are basically limited to whatever's out there. Sometimes there's a lot of people that are selling them. Sometimes there's not a lot of availability. Sometimes you can find some that are full package like this one with the card and the care booklet and the cleaning cloth, and the box, and really beautiful shape, and sometimes you can't. So, the fact that it's discontinued, to me, can be a con because you are limited to whatever is available in the market. And I'm going to ask you to, sorry guys, my dogs are just having a ball today and they just don't want to be quiet. Anyhow, so that's the other con. The other thing that I read about, and I don't know, I know that Minnie from Minx for All has mentioned it, and many others, they mentioned that after some time, the bottom is going to sag. I don't know, obviously I haven't had it that long, and I guess I'm not that concerned about it. I mean, it would be great if it could keep its structure, but I am not somebody that really worries about that much, and I figure that that's going to happen to mine because I bought it for work. So I am using it and I am filling it up. So if it happens, it happens. But so yeah, I think those are the cons. I don't think there's that many. I'm loving the bag. I feel it's really comfortable, and you can put a lot in it. So now I want to show you what I usually put in this bag so that you can have a good idea in case you are wondering or you are thinking about getting a black bag for work and you're not sure what you want. And I think that this will help you to see if this is possibly something you could be interested in. Okay, so here she is. She's all empty. Let me put in my everyday things. So I always carry a wallet. Right now I've got the Victorine, so that's what I'm going to put in here. And to be honest, don't always put her in the zippered compartment. Sometimes I just throw her in here, so that's one thing. The next thing that I always carry is my mini pochette, and she is full, as you can see. I usually carry my, this one, Damier Ben, but I could always carry one of the others. But bottom line is, I also will stick that in there. The other thing that I always carry with me to work is my toiletry, my toiletry pouch 15. And this is where I keep my everyday makeup that I take to work. So like blush, powder, a lip gloss, that's all in here. So this will also go into the bag, and I am sorry, I'm gonna, hopefully you can see. So they're all in there, and there's plenty of room to spare. The next thing are my sunnies, and these are the Fendi ones that I bought. They have a huge box, so it takes up a lot of room, but that doesn't matter because in the giant pit that we have here, it's not a problem. So I will go ahead and put them in here also. Okay, and I'm gonna actually lay them down, and as you can see, there's still plenty of room to spare. I always carry my coin purse from Louis Vuitton, so we're gonna throw that in there. If I wanted to carry this, this EOS chapstick, why can't I think? All right, chapstick, I could just throw it in there. I usually carry this, and this was the little zippered pouch that came with my Josephine wallet that I sold a long time ago when I decided I didn't want larger wallets anymore. I use this for to keep like my FSA, my HSA card, my insurance cards, Costco cards, etc. So we'll go ahead and throw that in here. I, of course, have my 6-key holder that I use every day, so that will go in here also. Sometimes I carry this little notebook. I am still very old-fashioned. You can tell I'm 55. I tend to keep all of my passwords in here. I know, it's terrible. I have my passwords written in here. I keep stamps because I still like to mail cards, etc. So I tend to take this one places also. So we'll put that in there. And as you can see, I've got a lot of items in there, but there's plenty of room. Okay, and if I wanted to take my brush, I could definitely put it in there. And yeah, so here she is, full of items, and you've got plenty of room in here. Plenty of room. You could put here. You could put your agenda in there, and that would not be an issue. Let me go ahead and just put it in here, and I can show you. So, for example, I could take out the sunglasses, put in the agenda. And it's just a matter of how you pack it in there. And there you go. Everything fits. And she's standing up. You could stand the agenda up or not. And then you just stick her on here, and she's good to go. And honestly, I am very, very happy with my purchase. I love it. I really, really love. She's not a complicated bag at all. You don't have to worry about much with this bag. If it rains, it rains. I mean, it's just lovely. I'm happy that I got it. And like I said, you can fit a lot into this bag. You could definitely put an iPad in there. Again, the possibilities are endless. And as you can see, there is space in there. I mean, if I wanted to continue to put items in there, I certainly could. Of course, you do have to carry it, so you don't want to continue to just, kill your shoulder. But lovely bag. I'm very happy. And the other thing I wanted to show you is there are times when I get lazy and don't switch everything from here into my Victorine wallet. Well, I was traveling, so these cards I don't take with me when I travel, so they're still sitting in here. But anyway, if I'm using this and I don't want to change out of it, all I do is I do put this in the middle in the zipper pocket. Close it up, and I don't have to worry about it. So if I didn't feel like using the Victorine because of whatever the reason, and I had been using the Felici and I had all of my cards in here, well, you just put it in the middle and that's it. You don't have to worry about it. So yeah. So these are my first impressions on the bag and my reveal. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions about this bag, please leave them in the comment section down below and I will be happy to answer you. Forgive my I know I look tired. I am tired. I am exhausted. I got in yesterday, which was Saturday. I got in at 6 o'clock in the morning from Brazil, and I left, the flight left like at 10:45 p.m. and I barely got 2 hours of sleep, so I am still exhausted. But anyhow, I wanted to share this with you. Like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen her a couple of times. I'm gonna insert a couple of pictures so that you can kind of get an idea of what she looks like on. But I do recommend this bag. Like I said, I've used her a good, I've had her since December. I've used her probably a good 25 times. At least to go to work, and once or twice to just go somewhere just because I liked her so much. So I do recommend her. I think it's definitely worth your checking it out if you're looking for a large, comfortable black bag for work. I think this really, you know, I think this takes care of it. And yeah, so let me know what you think, and see you next time. Bye. Forgot to give you some measurements. I'm going to insert this now. These are my measurements, so they may not be the official ones, but she's about 12.5 inches wide. She is 9 inches tall, and width-wise, from the widest part, she's about 5 inches. So just to give you also an idea of the measurements on the GST, or the Grand Shopping Tote.